Hey guys, welcome back to Britton Farms Homestead. Today I am going to go over some tips and tricks for growing tomatoes. If you're having issues growing tomatoes and you don't know what might be causing the issue, I may have the solution for you. And it's probably something you have in your cabinet at home. So aspirin, Tums, and Epsom salt. So I don't think the rooster's going to be quiet for us today. He's a jerk. He just won't shut up. So you'll hear him in the background, and he's pretty loud. I will show you what blossom end rot looks like. So if you don't know what that is, I'll put random facts in this video about tomatoes. Let's go over some tips and tricks for prevention of diseases for tomatoes. So let's start with the antacid tablets. I usually just get these at the Dollar General store. You can crush them up. You can put them in a liquid and water your tomatoes with them. You can actually take the Tums and just stick them in the dirt next to your tomato, and as it rains it will dissolve. So this is for calcium. These are loaded with calcium, and calcium will prevent blossom end rot on your tomatoes. So this would help a lot with blossom end rot. Lots of people take old eggshells, crush them up. Lots of people take old eggshells, crush them up, put them in the dirt. That would do the same thing. But I will let you know that lots of times when you have blossom end rot, it may not be that your dirt or soil doesn't have enough calcium in it. It may be that you don't have enough magnesium, because magnesium helps the tomatoes suck up the calcium and get it into their system. And you may have enough calcium, but they're not able to intake that calcium because they don't have enough magnesium. So that's where Epsom salt comes in. I usually just take a teaspoon, put it in a gallon of water, just kind of dissolve it up, and then just water each plant with the Epsom salt water. So Epsom salts will add magnesium to your soil, and it will help prevent yellow leaves, leaves from turning yellow in your tomatoes. And it should not be used as a fertilizer alone. It's not a standalone fertilizer. It would just be to add magnesium to your soil. So our next thing, and this is our Epsom salts. This is our Epsom salts that would add magnesium to the soil, along with the calcium. And this will help blossom end rot. This is going to help prevent yellow leaves, and it's also going to add magnesium to the soil so the tomatoes can suck up the calcium they need to prevent the blossom end rot. My next item to help you out is aspirin. And this may be a little odd to use, you would think. But aspirin puts off the same acid that a tomato's immune system puts off. So you can take aspirin, like a 250-gram tablet, crush it up, put it in a gallon of water, dissolve it. You can use it as a spray on your tomatoes. So what this will do is it triggers the plant's immune system to fight off diseases. It improves stress tolerance due to heat, cold, and drought. You can also use this as a soil drench, or you can soak your seeds in them before planting your seeds. And all that will help if you take the 250 milligram tablet, crush it up, put it in a gallon of water, soak your seeds before you plant them. You can use it as a soil drench after you've planted them. You can use them after they get bigger and use it as a spray. I actually I use neem oil on my tomatoes, and when I spray with neem oil, I go ahead and crush up a 250 milligram tablet of aspirin. I put it in there with the gallon of neem oil, and I spray my tomatoes with it. I hope these 3 tips will help you out for growing your tomatoes. And while we're here in the tomato patch, I'll turn you around so you can go ahead and see what we've got going on for our tomatoes. All right, guys, these are our tomatoes. I don't know, they're about hip high right now. And we have them all trellised on cattle panels on both sides here. We've got several green tomatoes. Lots of green tomatoes. And we need to tie some up. There's one that needs to be tied up to the cattle panel. But we have a little over 200 tomatoes. We have plenty of blooms coming on. All of our tomatoes are planted in plastic. This is just a plastic roll. We cut a hole in it, plant our tomato plants in there. We started them all from seed. We have Big Boy, Better Boy, cherry tomatoes. There's one tomato that has just fallen over. And we need to pick this bad boy up. We just had a lot of rain. So I'm assuming that's what knocked this over. All right, so I've got him off the ground. Well, this is our tomato patch. There's my grandmother going out to check the mail early this morning. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I hope we gave you some good tips or tricks for your tomatoes. And if you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get a notification every time we put out a video. And I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day.